Assalamualaikum class. Today we are going to discuss about paper 1 and that paper 1 is about writing. So let us go through the writing paper 1. It is having two sections. First one is directed writing and second one is composition writing. So we will go through these one by one. First we will go through section 1, that is our directed writing. So in directed writing we are having total marks that is of 30 and the word limit is 200 to 300 words. So we are limitized to use the 200 to 300 words. We are not going to exceed from these. There are basically different types of writing in directed writing. The first one, we are having 5 types of writing. The first one is letter writing. It is formal or informal. Then is report, informative or investigative reports are there. Then account writing, then magazine articles, and then speeches are there. So these 5 things are included in directed writing. So whenever paper used to come, we have to consider only one of these and we are going to write. There is no choice in these directed writings. Now whenever we are going to do the directed writing, keep it in your mind that only you are going to only use one situation that is said to you, and then read the question carefully. Do not ignore any details and do not change important facts in the situation. Like here they have given the important details in the question, so you are going to consider each and every detail while doing the question and then elaborate all the content points provided. Now let us see that what are these content points and how the question is given in the directed writing. Now this is the one of the pattern of doing the directed writing. The first part is that they have given you the situation. So your friend recently asked you to deliver an item of value to a relative. Unfortunately, this item was lost during a journey. You need to explain this in a letter of your friend. Now they have given the situation here. Second thing is they are going to give you the instructions. You write your letter, you must include the following. Now these 3 following things are known as content points. First, second and third, they are known as content points. So third part is content points and the last part is your suggestion. That is cover all 3 points above in detail. You should make your letter polite and apologetic. Start your letter dear and you are going to write the name and remember to provide a suitable ending. This last one, that is suggestion part, this must be considered very carefully. If they are saying you that you are going to write the letter that is polite and apologetic, so your all letter, the things must be polite and apologetic in your writing. And you, whenever they are going to say that you are going to write it with dear and you are going to write the name, so you are bound to use that. If you are not going to use, automatically it will deduct your marks. Now whenever we are going to do the directed writing, the following questions must be considered. First one is the audience. Who am I writing for? Whether I am writing to the public, principal, teacher, friend, company manager, town council, police, etc. So here you are going to consider that to whom you are going to you are writing the letter. Then the second thing is you are going to tell the purpose, that why I am writing this letter: to explain, to inform, instruct, convince, to pursue, said, give an account of something I witnessed, to explain about something, etc. These type of things are going to be used. Then it's format. Then how is this piece of writing written? That report, letter, account, article, these how we are going to use the format. And the last thing, that is we are going to use the language, that what is the tone which I am going to use. In the previous slide I told you that the tone should be polite and apologetic. This is how you're going to use the language: formal, informal, persuasive, suggestive, informative, argumentative, etc. It's up to you and it depends upon the topic. Now what are the basically the parts of the 5 parts of directed writing? We are going to make the 5 paragraphs, right? 5 paragraphs should be formed. First one is used to be the introduction. Now in the introduction we are going to tell the purpose of writing the directed writing, whatever you are writing. Then there is the body. Body mean to say, in the previous lecture you have in the previous slide you have learned that there are 3 content points. So these 3 content points are known as the body. Elaborate the 3 content points in the separate paragraph. You mean to say you are going to make 3 separate paragraphs, okay? And in the last you are going to give the conclusion. Okay, it can be in the suggestion, it can be your advice, anything can be there according to the topic. Paragraph should all start from the left and leave 2 finger space before starting a paragraph. Right? Now what is the marking scheme? If the directed writing is of 30 marks, then they are divided into 2 parts. First one is the task fulfillment, and task fulfillment is of 15 marks. Task fulfillment is written as T.F. Now how we used to divide that? There it is having the format. In the previous slide I told you that you are going to write, they have given the information that you are going to start with dear and then you are going to write the name. This is basically known as the format and how you are going to end. So format basically contains 3 marks, and the rest of the things are used to be in the content, but whatever the introduction, content point and conclusion you are giving, it will come in the content, and it used to be in the 12 marks. Now inclusion and elaboration of 3 content points, which the things that used to come under of task fulfillment. These are inclusion and elaboration of 3 content points. Appropriate format must be there, suitable tone and register, appropriate beginning and ending, and given information used to justify personal opinion, and a clear understanding of task and content. Now the second thing is that is language. Language contains 15 marks, and in that 15 marks we are going to see that whether we are using appropriate tenses, wide vocabulary, accurate punctuations are used or not, correct spellings are used, or linked paragraphs are the paragraphs linked or not. So these things come under the language, and according to these five things we used to give the marks 15 marks, and now according to that it is managed. Now task fulfillment, how we are going to band. There are some band system in CIE, that is band 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So according to this band system we used to give the marking. Like for example, if someone is having the good understanding of the purpose, clear awareness of situation and audience, format entirely appropriate, if they are fulfilling all these requirements, if the student is filling all these requirements, he will stand under the marks of 13 to 15 marks. Then he will stand in band 1. Then there is 10 to 12 marks, and those who will come under these things, they will get 10 to 12 marks, and then band 3, 4, 5, and there will be no marks, that though whoever is not giving the appropriate ending or not fulfilling all the requirements, so he will not be given any marks. Second is language. It is also having 5 bands, and according to these you are going to be divided into band system. If someone is giving all these information, he will stand in band 1 and he will get 14 to 15 marks, and according to that they have divided band 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now let's come on section 2. Section 2 is about composition writing. Now which things come under composition writing? Basically it has 30 marks, and its word limit is 300 to 500 words. Now which are the things which come under composition writing? That is descriptive writing. Only one descriptive writing used to come. Then there is argumentative and narrative. Two argumentative writings are there, and 2 narrative writings are there. So it means that whenever composition writing used to come, we are having 5 writing topics. Now whenever we used to do composition writing, we are having 5 topics are given. Student will choose any one of these 5 topics. They should read the question carefully and choose the topic which gives them the best chance of writing an essay of the required length. The required length is basically 300 to 500 word maximum. Now minimum 6 and maximum 10 paragraphs should be formed. There must be the introduction. The writing must have good beginning to capture the attention of the reader. Then there is body. Body means the middle section. The middle section of the writing should convey the main steps in the story or the details of the description of the main points of the argument. Now how we are going to mark them? We are having the band system. And how we are going to mark? And if someone is coming under these things, then automatically he will get the proper marks. Now which things used to come under content? Whenever we are going to do any composition writing, which things used to be considered? That is, composition should be interesting and consistently relevant to the theme. Argumentative writing should be well developed, logical, based on facts and figures. Descriptive writing must have well developed imaginary, mean to say it must have a good mental picture. And in the last, narratives are complex, sophisticated, and may contain devices such as flashbacks. So this was all about your paper 1, that is writing paper.